You're listening to The Bird Bath, presented by The Fountain Report. I'm your host, Ryan Leach. Welcome back to The Bird Bath. Each week, we scrape the surface of the news you need to know, so let's get into it. Kicking us off this week is Boehringer Ingelheim. Now, if you're like me, you just call it BI, and BI reported 2023 net sales of 25.6 billion euros, up 6%, according to the company's recent released annual report. Of that $25.6 billion, the animal health segment accounted for 4.7 billion euros, or about $5 billion. Don't you wish you could say about $5 billion more often? And we're up 3.5%. According to the report, animal health makes up 19% of the company's global sales, with top product lines including NexGard, Frontline, HeartGuard, and Circoflex. The growth, while up, was below what we saw from some other competitors in 2023. For example, Zoetis reported a 6% total increase for their business, bringing them up another $8.5 billion. So huge numbers, but not the growth that Zoetis was seeing. Now, with another asterisk on some of those Zoetis numbers, for 2024, the stock is continuing to take some hits as the dust hasn't yet settled on the news around Librela and Solensia. So we're expecting to see more stuff coming here. Stay tuned for more as it develops. Chubb announced on Monday a definitive agreement to acquire Healthy Paws, which is a US-based business specializing in pet insurance from Aon. Since 2013, Chubb has been the exclusive underwriter for Healthy Paws pet insurance program for Aon. And so the agreement and pending acquisition isn't a surprise, but it is still neat and interesting to see more people diving into, and a large company like Chubb with a $110 billion market cap, diving into the pet insurance space. Healthy Paws has been around since 2009, and they report that they serve more than 500,000 dogs and cats in the U.S. The company, they say, provides program and claims administrations via a digital proprietary platform. Now, not everything is sunny or even certain in the pet insurance world. In just the past 2 months, we've reported on a ton of things. Just to bring you back up to speed, though, some of those big ups that we saw were Independence Pet Holdings and Independence Pet Group rolling up and expanding their portfolio and really doubling down on their growth with their acquisition of Pets Best and some other big investments that they're making. The NAPHIA, which I believe goes by NAFIA, let's go with that, says growth is still in the 20% range. All the reports are saying that millennials and Gen Zs want this. Chubb just jumped in, but we're hearing some uncertainty and some major turnover on the staffing at Nationwide, as well as reports that claims and premiums have shot through the roof there as the company is not seeing the returns that they're expecting. So who knows, right? Who knows if anyone's going to actually find a way to make pet insurance a sustainable and a money-making venture while still making it attainable for the average pet parent. Are we ever going to hit what the numbers that Europe has in penetration? Who knows? But if we find out, you'll be sure to hear about it here on The Bird Bath or a deeper story in the Fountain Report. I asked you guys last week, I heard from some people that were excited to maybe hear a bit of a lively discussion from some of the different voices, so stay tuned for that. If you've been trying to keep up with the world of AI tools in veterinary medicine, a new report will be your number one tool and guide. A fantastic marketing agency, Full Slice, has offered and put out a catalog of all the artificial intelligence tools in the veterinary space. From looking through this report, they've gone through and really dug into what all of the different players are in the veterinary AI space, which is rapidly growing. And they have figured out a way to allow people to dive in, see what's going on, see what type of offerings each one of these businesses has, and really made it something that if you're searching for an AI tool, it should be one of the first places that you dive in and look. A 2024 survey by Digitail and the American Animal Health Association showed that 38.7% of veterinary professionals intend to implement AI in their workflow in, quote, the near future. For a quote from Full Slice's team said, "Today, AI is discussed as a paradigm shift in how pet care is understood and delivered." If you want to see the full catalog, I'll make sure that you can check it out. We'll put a link in the bio. It's definitely worth checking out. I spoke with the team there, and it's something that they're really engaged in continuing to update. So if you look on there and your company is not on there, make sure to reach out. It's something that I've seen grow and expand businesses firsthand. Finally, great news from WAG and Pharmacy. They have announced the launch of Furscription, which is a digital tool for veterinary clinics designed to streamline the prescription process for clinics and pet parents alike. Now, we've heard a ton about people trying to tackle the e-scripting issue in veterinary medicine. It's something that I know the team at Instinct is tackling. It's something that Furscription is tackling. We've seen that VetCove is looking to take it on. We've seen a lot of people that are wanting to find a way for teams to not have to sit down and fulfill prescriptions that they're not going to be the one to participate in. So what WAG, a large and growing public company, says that they're doing is that they're leveraging state-of-the-art technology to create a seamless and secure, robust prescription platform for veterinarians and clinic staff, which helps them minimize the manual burden of inbound prescription requests and protect their licenses from fraud and drug diversion. That's a quote from Dr. Georgia Jeremiah, who's the DVM behind Furscription. She's on the founding team of Pharmacy, which pivoted in the past couple years from being a online pharmacy to actually being more of this fulfillment and agent tool that allows the different disparate parts of our industry to speak. So it's going to be really cool. I actually had an opportunity and have held this under my hat for a while and had a great opportunity to talk with Dr. Georgia about this while they were just going into the beta. I think it's going to be really interesting. The hurdle that people continue to hit on is the availability of the medication, where you're going to get it prescribed, where you're going to get it filled. A lot of the CVS, Walgreens, those types of locations are still hesitant to dig into and jump into fulfilling prescriptions for veterinarians. It comes down to not having the DEA number on file and a lot of those other, nuanced things that seem small and unnecessary, but are big issues that we come up to figure out. So it's going to be something interesting. I think that this is a big deal. It seems like Furscriptions is one of the first new waves of people looking to tackle this problem, but you're going to see more and more companies coming at this as we see the growth of e-commerce and the desire for people to not have to wait for things to get shipped, to be able to go down the street and pick up their prescriptions. So keep an eye on what WAG is doing here. And as always, you can keep up with these and more stories by subscribing to The Bird Bath. There's always a link in the show notes. And don't miss out on any episodes by subscribing and rating the show. For The Bird Bath, I'm Ryan Leach. See you next week.